Hey, Susan. We back again. Tag team back again. we are back. We are back in the building. We are back in the building. I took this. Look at this. Look how crooked my glasses are. Oh my God, I can't straighten them out on my head. They look so crooked on the camera. But anyway, um, I took old Stanker butt out. Now he just chilling. He just chilling now. But I'm back. I'm back. It is cold outside. I mean, it's like 65 degrees. It's cold outside. I had to put on my whole real sweater. I'm like, oh, yucky pooey. But we are back. We made it, Susan. We made it through this day. I took these lemons, made lemonade today. I said, well, I'm not going to work. I'm going to work on here. I'm going to be on here all day. I set up my Instagram today. I'm happy and sad about that. I set up my Instagram. I started cutting my hair, so which means I have to finish. I did do that today. What else did I do today? I came live 4 different times today. It's my fourth live of the day. I don't think I put any shorts up today. I got to put up some shorts. I got to put up some shorts, and I didn't do an upload. I didn't do any uploads today. I don't know why I didn't do any uploads. I could have. I didn't even think about them today. I think I went live so many times today. I didn't even think about it at all. There's a dog next door, and I think he just barks once every hour, just to let you know he's there. But I know one thing with these animals, they displaced too. They are. But y'all know earlier I had told y'all I was gonna come on here and talk relationships. So I figured tonight, but not heavy like darkness in relationships, just like talking about relationships. Um I had said I was going to do that, so that has to be one of the things we talk about tonight. So since tonight, this is my last live that I know of, unless I just found myself in some serious insomnia, which I don't see that happening. I definitely see myself talking about it right now, some relationship stuff. I was thinking the other day. So the other day I was sitting out here, and you see all different kind of people come. I see couples come. I see people coming there alone. I see men sometimes coming there alone, or they're with the kids. Sometimes it's a man and a woman and kids, and sometimes it's a woman by herself. And sometimes you see people coming because they coming to get their groove on, get a little old quickie Mickey up in here. You see all this different stuff. And one day I was just sitting outside, and I just started thinking about being young, and like if you went to the hotel with somebody, or I just thought about relationships, like how that there can be a comfort in being in a relationship. Nee, come on. I know you hear that dog over there, but we're not just gonna sit at the door and wait for him, okay? He's scared. He just needed some peace, and he wanted people to know he was here. And I know you want to go over to that door and find a way so you can let him know you here, but we don't have to do that. Nee, leave my clothes on. He got to mess with, and I just put those jackets over there, and he had to go over there to see what. Anyway, but I started thinking about like relationships, and I started thinking about how before I always had to be in a relationship. I didn't want to be alone on Christmas. I didn't want to be alone on my birthday. I didn't want to be alone on Valentine's Day. I just didn't want to be alone. And so sometimes when you have that mentality, you'll do just that. You won't be alone, but you'll still be lonely. You'll still be empty. You'll still be like, why am I not getting, that part of relationships I want? That's how I was starting to feel. Like, man, why is it that? And so at one point, I know for a fact with me, if you were better than the last, that's all that counted. You know what I mean? And so if the last one was, let's just say if the last one was abusive. Oh, hold on, guys. My eyes are acting up. I think it's looking at the camera, y'all. I really do. Um, but I used to think like, well, if he's better than the last one, so if the last one was this and he's not that, that made him better. And so I was so busy looking at that I wasn't realizing like I still don't have what I need and desire out of a relationship. So I'm still feeling very like empty and alone. I'm still feeling like, I'm not in a relationship with anybody. Nick, he just get out of that bath. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's just trying. So he got a whole bowl of water sitting right here. I can't. But I used to always feel like that. Like, if you're not with somebody, and then I had kids. So when you have kids and you're alone, you like, wait a minute. If you have kids, hold on one second, y'all, because this is weird. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. But yeah, so I always used to be like, I have to be in a relationship. I have kids, and if I'm single, people gonna think nobody wants you because you have kids, and no, and you're about yours. I honestly used to think like that because I don't think people understand it. So like people, you'll have kids, and people will say, "Oh, your husband, how's your husband?" And so if you don't have one, it makes you feel. Well, it made me feel like I'm not gonna put this on everybody. It would make me feel like maybe something's wrong with me because I'm not married. And so I don't want people to think like that. But I wasn't one of those people that was ever gonna lie, like, oh, I had been married. Oh, we were married and we got divorced. Oh, he passed away. I wasn't gonna do none of that. I wasn't. I just wasn't gonna do all that. And hold on, guys, I'm sending my live to my community wall because I sent out the notification um with a 30-minute warning, but let me go ahead and do it because I see not even my Susan got it. I'm like, wait, nobody got the notification? I never know with the notifications, like, okay, did they go out? Should I send them 30 minutes? Should I do it an hour in advance? Should I do it the night before and set it? I never know anymore. I never know anymore what to do. But yeah, like I said, when I would be in relation, so when I was alone, I always was like, I have to be in a relationship. I just don't want to sleep alone. I don't like my bed being empty. I just need somebody to talk. Just I always felt like I had to be in a relationship. But the thing I learned was like I had to learn me. I had to really learn me because sometimes you'll find yourself, well, I found myself. I would find myself in relationships, but how did I get here? How did I get back in this same kind of dude? Or this dude seemed like he was totally different from that. And he seemed, but it wasn't really, now it was them as far as it was them doing whatever they were doing, wrong or right. It was them. That was them. But the part that was me was there was a part of me that must have thought that's all I deserved. And I didn't deserve nothing better. And you know what? The reason I'm getting that kind is because I deserve this. And I was telling myself, I'm never saying that. I didn't want them kind of guys. But it was a part of me that kept going there. So that's why I tell people these days, what's familiar for me ain't always what's best for me. And I've learned that. And for everybody that's it's different. But for me, it's like, um, yeah, still no notifications out. I just sent it out again. But like I said, the notifications may not come out till late and you might not catch them, but I'm really coming on here for like an hour. This is my nightcap. So even if you catch it in a recap, the conversation's still the same. It still has the same effects for you. I don't know what is going on with these notifications. Earlier, they seemed to be doing good, but earlier I was giving them like an hour upstart. I don't know. I never know with YouTube. I never know, but you know what? The show must go on. It's just like with my eye. I'm out here and my eye is acting a fool and it's saying, "No, don't even go live. Just you done did enough." But I'm like, "No, I'm gonna stick to it." I said I'm gonna do a nightcap. On Sundays I've said that with the Pajama Jammy Jam, especially like even when we first started, I go live 2-3 times in a day. And I haven't been able to do it. And I've been working Sundays, doing my little hours on Sundays. So that's really thrown me from it. So today I got to do it, so I'm gonna do it. People have had to miss it when they wanted to see it and I wasn't there. So now I'm here. And that's all I can do is my part. I did my part. I put out the notifications. I did that. So yeah, like I said, when I think of relationships, but now I know I'm ready to start dating and ready to start being in a real relationship. But at the same time, I'm just like right now, that's not even my focus. Dating's not my focus. Getting up with somebody, none of that's my focus right now. My focus is making sure that I'm following my dreams. I'm living in my best potential and I'm loving on myself and taking care of myself, my health, my mental, all that with me. Because if I'm not, I can't expect somebody to, see that, give me that, be my rock. People be waiting for somebody to come fix you. I know I can't nobody fix me if I don't want to fix myself. The live keeps disappearing. Oh boy, I tell you. YouTube, what's going on with you tonight? Let me know what is going on with you. I don't know. I know earlier when we were playing Have I Ever, my chat kept going like white. And it would go completely white. I'm like, that's what Susan been telling me about, but I've never seen it. I've never seen it where it go white, but today, earlier when we were playing Have I Ever, at one point I went to go look at the comments. I pulled them up on my phone. The whole thing was white, just clear, like nobody was there. And I was like, wait, what? But I'm looking on the computer and I would see comments going, hey, Tina, hey, sis. I would see comments going up. And I said, wait a minute, how are comments going up on my computer, but on my thing? And then it just instantly just popped back on like a light. It just turned back on and there all the comments were. And that happened twice today when we were doing Have I Ever, where my comments just completely disappeared. Amazing. You just got the you just got the notification. You must have because I put it on the community wall. Because I sent out the notification for this at 8:23. At 8:23, I sent out a notification. I set up the live. I mean, at 8:23, so they gave it a 30-minute window. But more than a 30-minute window. But I don't know. It does what it wants. Oh, that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do, sis. That's what you're supposed to do. We was up in here laughing and cracking jokes. You know that already, having a good time. But once you said your baby called, I said, well, you never know, because they'll call in 1 minute. Sometimes they call you because they just wanted to jiggity egg. Sometimes they call because they needed something. And sometimes they call because they just needed you. But hey, I understand. That's the one thing I love about the queens. We all wear so many capes. We wear so many hats. You know what I mean? But I think one of the hats we forget to wear is our hat. And remember us. Ain't nobody gonna love you as much as you love yourself, so you gotta start there. You gotta start there. That's why sometimes when you're looking at some of these women and you're saying, so how does she get that and I don't? And how does this happen? And I don't? Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, what is she out there asking for? What is she out there reaching for? What is she out there? What does she stand for? So if you know a woman who stands in strength, everybody who mess with her gonna run in strength. She's saying, you know what I'm saying? That it just is you're gonna get what you send out. And sometimes people are going to take advantage of it. Sometimes people are going to dodge it. It's gonna be all kind of stuff. Because some people, oh, you too real. You making me feel real. And they'll run from it. But like I said, when it came to relationships back in the day, for me, my biggest problem. So like, okay, we've all dated people before, you've messed with people before, you've had little flings with people before, whatever. But when I think of the relationships, there's not many I'm gonna call I had a relationship with. Because it's certain people I feel like we had a relationship with each other. Some people say, "Oh, you was my girlfriend, you was this," and I think, I guess we liked each other. We were young and stupid. I don't know. It was fun. It was lust. It was whatever. I could identify that. And then, so as an adult, it's some things I'm not gonna call a relationship that I have. I remember when I was in sixth grade and we dated from January 1st to January 12th. Oh, that was my boyfriend. But I'm not saying that. I'm grown. But my thing was I literally had 3 relationships back to back that uh, we gonna call them. I don't want to call them fatal attractions because nothing ever led to no demise of nobody, but they were toxic. So the first one would be my oldest son's dad, and I got up with him, and like I said, he was my friend first. He was my homie. We were cool. You know what I mean? And we would just sit and talk and got to know each other and know things about each other and just talk and talk. And he became a very comfortable place for me. And uh, then we messed around and, and then I knew that he had somebody. But that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And we messed around, then we stayed. Then, like I said, then we had my son, and he is who he is. And when I look at it as an adult, I ask myself, why couldn't I see that then? But once again, as we grow up, and that doesn't mean age, as we grow, as we evolve, you see things different. As you start to change, when you go back to the core of you start, because sometimes you lose yourself in relationships and you become that. You lose yourself in being a mama. You lose yourself in being in high school and how the girls are and how the dudes. Like, you lose yourself in these moments. You got to find the core of you, the things that make your heart sing and make your heart dance, the things you love about yourself, the things that make you happy. So I got up with him, and when I got out of a relation with him, my next relationship would be with my youngest two kids' father. Like, you know what I mean? And it was toxic. He had his own issues. I had my own issues. We drank a lot, you know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of things going on, but it was just toxic. So when I got into the next relationship, and these are, you know what I'm saying, they not, when I say back to back, because you got out of one and you weren't even mentally over what happened. And I got into another relationship. So it makes it seem like they're on top of each other. And when I got into the third relationship, I made it very clear, like, hey, I've had these two back-to-back relationships, you know what I'm saying? I've been in, where you've been in a domestic, I've been in a domestic where we domestic with each other. I just don't want any of that. I'm making it very clear. I don't want a liar. I don't want somebody with a woman on the side. I don't want somebody who's still sowing his oats. I don't want somebody who's still, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want this. And when I end up getting that, the problem was I was still so in love with the person that I couldn't let go of what I loved about them. So then I said, no, I got to pull myself out because you don't want this to happen again. So I pulled myself out for over a year. I pulled myself out and I called him one day just to say happy birthday a year later. And I said, if they number the same, then it was meant for me to say happy birthday. If not, it was meant for me not to talk, and it ended where it ended. And they answered. And they came back and we would stay together and get back. Well, we didn't get back together instantly. I held my guards. We didn't sleep together, nothing. That's facts. For months. Because I was like, I can't be that easily back in. But that was who I loved. And I had wrote a thing one day watching Oprah. And they said, if you want things to happen, you got to write them into existence. And I wrote that and I still loved him. And I wrote on this paper that if my next man, I wanted him to be this, this, and this, and I wanted him to do this, this, and this. But I didn't even put down everything. I just wanted him not to be cheating. I wanted him not to lie. If he wasn't there, then say you weren't there. And if you were there, then let your actions meet your words. I said that, and I said, and if it's the dude I was with before that I broke up with, let him come correct. Let it not be me asking him, let him do it. So when he did that, I said, oh man, it's coming true. Because all the stuff was coming true. I had put down how much money I wanted to make at work. Man, I was in sales, killing the game. I was like I said, everything was coming true on that paper. So I thought, well, it's for us to be back together. But what I forgot was that I had never healed my heart from the hurt. So now, even though this person was giving me what I was asking for, they couldn't give me back the person that they made me lose when I was vulnerable with them and I gave them my heart and they stomped on that shit. Like, and so now I was on guard. Now I was on edge. Now I would do stuff like they used to do. I'd go out, say, I'm just gonna run to the store, be gone 5, 6 hours. I wasn't even doing nothing. Y'all. I'd be hanging with my buddies. I wouldn't be doing shit. Sometimes I go to a restaurant. Who knows? I just be doing, you know what I mean? Just so somebody could be wanting to miss me. And then I wasn't even feeling bad about it, y'all. I was just doing it. I was just doing it. So I mean, and that's not, that means I'm not in my place in the relationship where I should be. Because when people can pull me, so that's why when we broke up in 2019, I said, this is going to be the first time in my whole life that I'm actually going to be single and I'm going to go through the pain, the anger, the hurt, and then feel the joy. Because I never waited to see if the joy could come back. And I genuinely feel the joy, not because some man came along and gave me temporary joy that took me away from the anger and the pain of the last one. And so I did that. And this is who you're seeing sit before you today. Because I had to. Don't get me wrong. The first few months, you want to call the person and sleep with them. There's a bunch of stuff you want to do because it's where you're familiar. You're telling yourself, well, they know me inside and out. And so I don't want to start over. I don't want somebody else to get to know me. They know that my crazy ass will go to the moon, go from 0 to 100 real quick. They know I'll check you in a heartbeat. They know me. I don't have to explain me no more. I have to tell who I am. I don't have to reintroduce myself. I have to do all this stuff. So you fought that. I fought with people always saying, oh, I just want y'all to get back together and I know it's going to work. And you think it to yourself, it's not that it can't work, it's that it doesn't work. So, I mean, if it don't fit, you know what I mean? It don't fit. Hey, Rimrock, hey, bro. How you doing? We're talking relationships and how I feel like even my bad relationships helped to make me a queen. You know what I mean? It wasn't just all these, even when you watch fairy tales, they got to kiss some frogs. When you watch any fairy tale, she didn't just walk in and say, oh, I know I'm everything and look at me, here's my king because I'm everything and I'm the queen and here's my king. No, it's never that story. It's never that story. But before, I'm telling y'all, for a while, I thought I just deserved it. I remember that. Oh, I remember thinking that. I remember when I had my youngest two kids, my kid's father would say things like, man, you got to be careful because, me and you end up breaking up or not together. Don't nobody want a woman with 3 kids. That ain't theirs. And that would sit in me, y'all. That would live in me. Like, I mean, he right. I might as well stay there. And that way the kids don't have to have nobody around either. You know what I mean? They don't have to, they don't have to worry about nothing ever happening to them. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, if you with somebody because you have kids and you don't care about them, you don't love them, or you're regretting being with them, then that's worse on the kids. Kids want to see their parents happy. They love to see them together. But what they want to see is you happy. They want to see you crying, you lonely, you sad. But that's how you think sometimes. I know I did. I show it all like that sometimes. Hey, Marianne, hey, sis. Let me show you your buddy. Because he done had a little good walk. He had the nerve to get mad. He had the nerve to get mad outside because it was cold. I can't with him, y'all. I can't. And I swear, if it wasn't my eye keys trying to read over here, stare at this, seeing that reflection of that light on the back of the wall, it is bothering me so bad. So that's why I have my camera off, y'all. Y'all know I like to be up here talking crap, talking schmitty shit. I'm the only person. Look, I come on. I ain't finished cutting my hair. I don't care. I didn't come on here for a fashion show. I didn't come on here. We didn't come on here for cutie tips. I didn't come on here, I didn't come on here to pick up a date. I'm not on a blind date. You know what I mean? I came on here to talk to my people. I came on here to kick it with my folks. I came on here to love on my people. I came on here to get ready for this week, not knowing what this crazy son of a mofo gonna bring into us. That's what I came on here to do. I can't say what nobody else came on here to do. I see that now I'm gonna have to keep, whenever I set a live, I'm gonna have to put it on my community wall because I see these notifications do what they want to do. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, like when it comes to like relationships. So the other day when I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, would things be different if you weren't alone? And then I thought, but what if they were the same? Would it make your relationship stronger or would it break? Because see, sometimes when you get rough, your relationships start breaking because you know what I mean? You already had things going on and you weren't taking care of those. You weren't communicating about them or whatever. Now some pressure hits you and you could break. I'm tired of breaking. I'm ready to become diamonds under pressure. I want to be a diamond under pressure. I can't speak for nobody else. That's right. Ren Rock Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. That's Central. I think Eastern. What are you? 8:30. It comes on Eastern. I'm always bad with those times. I'm always good with telling you like on my time. It'd be 7:30 my time. I tell people the time like so. It's 9:27 right now, my time. So whatever you time that. That's right. That's Tina, my sis. But yeah, oh Nino and I just showed him Marianne. Let me show him to you. Rimrock, I come in Rimrock live the other day, and he talking. The funny thing, like, went for a walk outside. I got called and said, I'm in. I was telling him how he's been outside. Now he always goes outside, but lately, my brother had came by and he was just taking him on 3 hour walks, and they was just kicking the bobo. They were kicking the bobo. So today, when Nino got up, it was pouring down. We went to outside. He stopped at the door like, "Hey, wait, could you give me a different sky?" I said, "No, brother, I can't." No, brother, I can't. So literally today we were doing a lot. It rained until about 6 o'clock today. So literally today he was doing a lot of just going outside for the bathroom. So when I got done with my last live, we went outside, but he was like, "It's cold and it's wet. Well, all these puddles everywhere." I said, "You know what, Nino? I can't. I can't with you. I can't. We gotta get you some doggy shoes." Say, yeah, there's some Timbos. What's going on with him? I don't know. But then he was cool. And I knew once he walked me back to the door, I said, "Oh, well, I see you ready. We only got here 30 minutes." He was like, "All right, I'm done. I'm over it." But then there's a couple of doors down, some people came in and they got a dog, and their dog is getting adjusted to here. So, like, once an hour, he give a little riff. Just one good bark to let you know he there. And I can tell he big because he don't give his whole real bark. But it's like how lions, when you be at the zoo, they give you that little bullshit roar. They be roar, roar. And you be like, "Man, that's how lions roar." No, trust me, if that lion really roared, you'd hear it all through that zoo. You could be on the whole other end of the zoo and you go like, what was that? See, that's when you learn. When you be at the zoo, I love the zoo. The zoo is one of my favorite places to go. When you at the zoo and them animals really making a noise, you be like, "Wait a minute. Did you hear that? Did you hear that elephant? Did you hear him?" And that's how that dog was. He's giving a little riff. But it was a deep riff. I'm like, "Oh, you got a little Barry White voice to you. You pretty big." So Nino keep going by the door, sniffing at the door, and then he'll look down at the door, at the bottom of the door, like at the crack, so he can see people walking by. Like, he's so nosy. He is so nosy. What you think the dog gonna be just sitting outside the door? Like, "Hey Nino, what's up? What room you in, fool?" No, it's not gonna happen, Nino. Oh no, they do that little. I'm telling you, Tina, you be at the zoo. I love the lions. Now tigers, I love lions. Definitely, definitely, I definitely run with prides. But if anything, if it had to be between a lion and a tiger, I pick a tiger every day. Because one thing about a tiger that makes them definitely bosses to me is they let you know I can run alone. I don't need no pack. I don't need no crew. Matter of fact, tell the family to wait back at the crib. I'm finna go get dinner, and they just get to they just get to going out, and it gets into some real gangster shit. Lions be like, "Hold on, I'ma walk. All y'all have is y'all go and get the food, and if somebody get rough, I'm jumping up in their business." But when they in the zoo, them lions be, "Roar, roar." But like, are they yarning? Cause this ain't no roar. And kids like, "Oh, he's roaring, it's so scary." I say, "Baby, trust me, if he roar, y'all gonna be screaming." Let a lion take a group of kids and stand there until a lion really roars. And I promise you, them kids gonna be, "Ah, Mufasa." They gonna be like, "Scar went crazy." Hold on, y'all, my phone ringing. Sorry about that, y'all. That was my bestie. She was talking about going crazy trying to get this child ready for homecoming. So saying how you better start getting ready for prom because it's not like it used to be. Which I was like, oh, I gotta call her back. That's always a good conversation. Because it's so funny how you remember when your kids were little and you were thinking, oh my God, they babies. I wonder what it's going to be like when they get to high school. And you look up one day and they're in high school. And then you look up one day and they're grown ups. And so when you're talking to people and they going through and you think, wow, like 6 years ago I was there. Man, these 6 years don't went by fast. So sorry, I feel like the older people when I used to talk about it, they be like, just slow down and enjoy the moment. I feel like, oh, these are good moments just hearing about it. I mean, when it seems like chaos when you're going through it, when you're out of it, you be like, oh wow, mommy moments, high school moments, senior moments, I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, last week got that good old 3-day weekend. Now this weekend went by like this. Like yesterday felt like Sunday to me, but then this I was like, wait a minute. Last night I was like, wait a minute, today is Saturday. And it's probably because I went in yesterday. It does. It goes so fast. It does. Oh yeah, I'm sure when Willow barks, you like, wait, something going on because she don't even be barking about nothing. Yeah. And then that's why I used to tell the kids when they would like turn Dino up back in the day and just have him barking about nothing. They got him barking because he chasing them around. Because he said his toy called Raffy. It was a giraffe. And he loved playing with Raffy. And they'd be running through the house where he just barking. And for no reason, I say, y'all got to stop doing that because one day he's going to be barking at something for real. And he's going to say, oh, he must be playing with a toy or he must. And it's not. It's not. It's not. But yeah, like I said, so I know that I plan to get in the dating game, but I definitely ain't getting in the dating game until I get my butt into a place. Because see, you have to have your own solid ground and foundations to step on. You can't be feeling insecure about things with yourself and get into a relationship because you're gonna bring that in and then you're going to blame someone else for a package you came in with. You came in with that baggage. Just like if he come in insecure because he can't get over all the women who done cheated on him when he was being faithful or using him for his money. So now he tight with his money with you and he don't trust you. If you say anything or you name a boy's name, a man's name, he swear you sleeping with him, then he got to work on him. That's just it because we all come with something. But it's not what you've been through, it's how you got out. How'd you come out of it? Okay, you went through that. How'd you come out of it? What are you now? And that's what counts. Because we all got a story to tell. We all could write a book called Life and it'd be ours and there'd be a bunch of people reading it. It would be a bestseller somewhere. But you can't write the book. See, people think I can't write the book because I don't know the ending. None of us know the ending because the ending is the end. There is no more. But I don't want to know about the ending. I want to know about the part when I came out. You know what I'm saying? What I tell y'all all the time, like that book I love that I used to read to the shorties, you ain't going to get over it. You can't get under it. So the only thing I could do is go through it. How'd I come out though? Did I come out all scarred and battered and hiding? Or did I come out with my head up and I dusted myself off and I went and jumped in some water to clean myself off? How'd I come out of it? Some people try to hold you to when you was wrong, when you did this, when you was a fool for somebody, when you was whatever was bad or wrong. They try to hold you there. And see, when you still mentally there, they really are holding you. Because every time they say something, you feeling it. You feel, oh, yeah, right. I am like that. It is this, it is that. But when you come out, you just think, damn, I hate you still there. Because I've been left. You think I'm still thinking about that, baby? But I don't. It's, such is life. But yeah, so like I said, I love love. I believe in love, and I know it's real, and I know there's somebody for everybody. And I know that sometimes you got to kiss some frogs, and I know that sometimes some guys are gonna meet some women that make them think that there's something wrong with them, and maybe they should be like that other dude, Buki and them, who acting a fool, and all the girls love him when he acting a cheat and he acting a mess. No, they don't. They're hurting girls. They're hurting women. They're not really like you think. And until they band-aid and heal, not just band-aid to cover up, but to heal. Put some neosporin on the pain. Go through it. Feel it. Because sometimes you start feeling something. I know I do. Sometimes I start feeling like, I'm not ready to feel that yet. I'm not ready to go there. Like there's certain things that if I start to talk about them, I'm gonna suddenly feel weak, sad. And I know I'm not ready yet. Because what you're gonna only get out of me if I talk about it is that I'm sad. You're gonna know that it hurt me. But you're not gonna know nothing else. You're not gonna know that as bad as it hurt me, I still made it through it. The nights when I thought I was worthless and nobody, and man, that's why I'm getting treated like this. I made it out of that. That's what I want you to know. Anybody can tell us a story of being in it. Tell me about the other side. You know what I mean? Tell me about the other side. People always want to, yeah, I know it's like to be cheated on. For real, I know. End story. Okay. Okay, you know. Oh, you cried a bunch of nights. Okay. Now tell me how you got out. You know? Or tell me the truth. You're still in. I know people who tell you, yeah, I know that man cheat on me, but I'm gonna tell you something. Don't no woman come to my door. He home every night. You know what I'm saying? He take care of us. And that's their prerogative. But tell me what was your out. Maybe your out was saying, okay, we gonna do it. Maybe your out was getting up with somebody and saying, well, you know what, I've been cheating on so much. I want to be in a relationship where we all know we mess with each other and hey, we just one big open sister wives relationship. Hey, that's your choice. That's your choice. But like I told y'all, when I went and saw Ayanna Van Zam in person, when I went and seen her, and she was talking and she was saying how when her husband left and she was going through all this stuff and everything was going on, and she just blamed him. She blamed him for why she was angry. She blamed him for why she drank. She blamed him. She blamed him. She blamed him. She blamed him. And one day she asked herself, if he was all that and you do all that, why'd you stay? Because see, the thing I got to start asking myself so that I don't end up there again is, why did I stay? What was it I was trying to get? Because I damn sure didn't get it. Just like when I used to get mad, like, oh man, I feel like dudes don't do as much for me as they do for other people. But I think about all the times I was so independent. I used to tell them, dude, I ain't ask no dude for nothing. He ain't got to get me shit. I could buy more than he could ever buy for me. I take care of myself. And sometimes I mess with people who really couldn't meet you where you was. You know what I mean? So they couldn't. They couldn't afford you and that other shit they was doing and their kids and all this. So I had to tell myself, this is you don't just like with flowers. I used to tell dudes, don't give me no flowers, they die. I don't want no flowers. I don't want no flowers, you keep them. I don't want that. I ain't that chick. And then one day I was saying to myself, why don't no dudes give me flowers? Didn't you tell them all you don't need them? Didn't you let them know that you know they die so quick and you ain't got no time for them? They only good for a couple of days. Remember when you told them that? Oh, I love Aaliyah. I do want to. Now, I wouldn't mind having me a good old fashioned Stella gets her groove back, baby. Find that feeling like you a little girl again. Not a little girl, because I hope no little girls are really young again. Have that feeling like, let's go get in the back of the Cadillac, you know? Or is that just me? Is that just me, y'all? Hold on, I had to go get my charger from the other side of the room. You know, I was talking to them about you. Oh boy, he swear when I be on here talking to y'all and he don't see nobody or hear nobody, he swear every time I say something, I look his way, I'm talking to him. He start wagging his tail. He don't even know what Stella getting a groove back is. You know? He's so nosy. But yeah. I remember watching that movie, and one of the greatest things about that movie is sometimes you're not, and that's when it's gonna be the best. That unexpected, that guy you walked into, that you've been talking to for months, you weren't even thinking about him like that. Then the next thing you know, you're going out with him, and the next thing you know, you're thinking, how did I ever make it without him? I want it to be organic. I want to be walking through the grocery store, exchange numbers, and it end up becoming a lifetime. I want to stop and get some coffee and drop mine and hit your shoe, and we just get into a conversation about, I'm laughing about how clumsy I am, and we get to talking and we exchange numbers, and it just goes from there. You know what I mean? I want to be thinking about you, and I didn't even know that I liked you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna feel that again, because when you still, once again, not healed from the scars, you'll be in a relationship like, I know he lying. He ain't this good to be true. He probably tell that to all the chicks. You know what? He too good in bed for me to believe he ain't sleeping with somebody. You'll be making up anything. You just be making up stuff. He sure can cook. Who he be cooking for? You'll be making up some stuff. And sometimes you might be right. I don't even want to go there. I want to think that when I see him, he make me feel like a real woman, a young girl in crushes and in love again. I want to make me feel a little nervous. I want to be vulnerable. I want to let him lead. You know what I'm saying? But know that if he blindfolded me, he'd only lead me to safety. Not he lead me straight to hell. He lead me to the corner so I could go turn a trick. I know. I mean, I need him to lead me somewhere good. I want to put the guards down. That's why these days I get to walking up toward the door. As soon as the man is walking up to it, I just slow down a little bit to see if he gonna open that door. Cause I'm gonna let him be a man. But you know how before you beat him to the door to be trying to hold the door for his ass. To prove I can hold the door for me and you. I don't have to prove I'm a woman. I am one. I don't have to prove, you know what I'm saying? I'm independent. I am one. I am. I just needed to prove to myself and let myself know and remind myself that I am a queen. So now I know anything inside of me messing with me, talking to me is a king. Period. And if they not, I know, oh, he's so cute. That's so nice. But that's not for me. So I don't want to waste your time or mine. And I'm gonna keep it moving. He'll put his crown on for the queen he spent to have his crown on for. That's where I'm at. Wait, what'd you say, Tina? Wait, what did you say? What did you just say, Tina? Oh yeah. I want to spill coffee on this shoes. And I want him to have on some old nice good old man. I want to be, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. I want to say some shit like, was that a caramel latte? I was just about to get one myself. You know what I'm saying? And then I want that to happen and we laugh and we talk, and the next time we bump into each other, he say when I walk in some shit like, let her get a caramel latte. And hold on, let me have my feet. Make a little joke or something. Because I'm going to be thinking, I'm ready to drop everything on you, baby. No, I'm just. But that's what I said. This was some old organic shit. I just want some old, we didn't see it happening, but it was designed, it was lined up for us to get right here at this point together and meet up. I didn't meet you by accident. Yeah, I didn't. Tina, you already know I'm a mess. You know I was coffee on this shoe. I don't know, but I was just picturing it. Like I was just picturing me in a coffee shop. And I turned around, I'm so clumsy, I turned around talking to, all right, y'all see you, thank you for the bam. Bam. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let me get you another one. Look, let me get you another one. Say, I done dropped my whole drink on you, and he said, let me get you another. There ain't nothing but some caramel. Just a little latte. That's what I'm talking about. I love a man who loves a woman in her natural beauty. When the makeup comes off. When she just chilling in her pajamas And whatever it is, if you got on a do-rag, a nightcap, your hair pulled up in a ponytail, tied up with pins and pencils, I don't care. But in your natural you, I told y'all one of the most beautiful things to me is when a man is just staring at you and you're like, wait, what? What's up? Like, like, what's going on? And he just lets you know, like, you beautiful. And you ain't even do nothing. Maybe it was the way the sun hit you. Maybe it was the glow on your face because you're happy. Maybe it was because he really knows he has a queen and it's his. But I love that assurance from a man. I don't question it. I told you when the kings are in the building, I know I'm a queen. And then so every time I see a king being a king, I don't worry about the men who hadn't put their crown on yet. I just know that there are the kings in the building and they do exist. So I love the men's. The men's is this. I loves them. I do. I do. But like I said. But right now, I'm just glad that I'm even thinking like that. Because last year I'd have been like, date. Like I was in Georgia. People tried to get out with me, go out with me. Well, baby, but I tell them the same thing. Like that's just not even what I'm not shopping. You know what I mean? I'm not shopping in no form of the fashion. That's not what I'm on. That was it. Nothing against them. I just don't want to waste my time, let alone yours. But I just don't have no TikTok for wasting mine no more. I'm not that lonely, you know. And I believe, in Kama Sutra and everything else. So I believe you must know how to please yourself. You must know where your spots are. You must know that you love your body and you're not gonna get insecure. Because see, if I take a moment to get insecure about this temple that is mine, then I might be laying there and get nervous. Now I can't feel the full effects of getting this real groove off, getting my real groove back. Because I'm worried about, oh, is this gonna sag? Is this gonna this? Is that baby? But I ain't worried about none of that. I ain't. I truly, oh no, that's not the part I worry about. I worry about just falling in love with somebody who's not giving they all and me wanting to sit around and wait for it. I worry more about that than I worry about anything else. But once you get in the crown, I know I ain't got no time for it. I'm kicking the shit off at the door because I'm thinking, oh, I just don't ain't got no time, baby. Honey, I already done did too many bids where I wasted too many time. I done put this many years in and I know, Booney, I can't do it no more. I have done my charity work. I have done my community service. I'm all out. I'm all out. I'm all out of time. I'm all out of all of it. But yeah. But when I do start dating, one of the things I want to do before I even start just going on dates, I don't really like people hooking me up with people because I hate when people say, I know I got the perfect person for you. And you'd be like, but if it don't work, I'm gonna be telling you how I knew that this person, and it might work somewhat because we got a lot in common. And you know us both, so you know what we like, but it don't mean that we are, and maybe we are. But I want to do one of those speed dating things. I do. I do want to do a speed dating thing. So if you got one in your city and you're single and you want to go do a speed dating thing, and you're like, I don't want to go by myself. Let me know. We gonna hook it up. We speed dating in your city. I'm coming, girl. We gonna go do some speed dating. hmm you know what? I can watch a TV show, Tina, and feel like they preaching a message to me if it's something I need to hear. I have literally watched shows like Ready for Love, um, Put a Ring on it, anything like that. And sometimes when the couples are talking about their relationships, and I'm like, damn, it's like they talking about some shit I went through. But I listen because I also want to hear like what are they doing, and then I want to think about where I went in there. So sometimes like anything I do, when I feel like it's a message for me, I'm like, Judge Tabernacle. I know. Yeah, I'm more. That's it, and I'm ready to not be in the bullshit with you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we'll get into it quick. I'll never forget. Because, like I said, When I got back with the person after I broke up for a year because they had cheated and everything else, I just felt like, man, they never gonna get me again. I'm never gonna be that vulnerable. I'm never gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always checking on something. And I swear, somebody could sneeze in the background, or they could not answer the phone. I'd be in there checking them. Like, hey man, fuck you. You ain't gotta answer your phone. But what kind of? Come on, man. And then when somebody be, man, because you know you be too toxic, I'd be like, I ain't do nothing. You make me like that. Well, here's the thing: if somebody makes me like that, then they not for me. They not for me. If they got me checked, I don't want to check men. Now, one thing I don't call men bitches. I don't call men. I don't do that because I don't want no man I'm talking to like that. But I check you. I will, man. Who he think he? Who he think he got? I ain't that chick. Don't play with me. You know what I mean? But it's like, stop yourself and stop yourself. And then, before we broke up, I got more mature and everything else. But the problem was is sometimes when you evolve and you stayed in something because you really just want to prove like I'm gonna make this person be who they said they were gonna be, or be how they were, or be the best of whatever. When you do that, then when you start growing and everything, you start realizing like I've really just wasted time. And if they were for me, I could have ruined it by being here when I was just trying to get back revenge, when I was just trying to get my lick back, when I was just trying to come out of this pain, you know? And to the fellas and to the women, you've been in a relationship, you hurt somebody, it takes nothing for you to hear what they're saying and acknowledge where you was wrong, or just tell them like, hey, I didn't even see I was wrong. But now that I'm hearing what you're saying, that's never how I wanted you to feel. Because sorry is sorry does. So I'm not here for that. I'm sorry because I'm sorry and I'm sorry and I'm sorry and I'm sorry. Especially when it's big stuff. Tell me what it is you're apologizing for. Or tell me what it is you feel you did wrong. But people don't do that. And sometimes you needed to hear that. And I remember right before I left for Georgia, my ex told me that I was one of the greatest people he's ever had a relationship with. And that I have the greatest heart ever. And if it was one thing he wished he could have did different in the beginning, was be a better communicator. And then that way we would have had less things happen. Because hurting me was something he never wanted to do. And how it would have changed the whole dynamic of our relationship had he never had hurt me first. Y'all, when I tell you, even he saying it had me breathe like waiting to exhale. And I didn't realize how much I wasn't even breathing right until he said it. And I thought, that's all I ever needed you to do. That was all I ever needed you to do, was validate that I wasn't crazy for being hurt. And I fought unfair because when I fought fair, I lost. I've loved a man and he was murdered on the street. And I felt like I lost. So you just fighting to I just want to win. I just want somebody to see who I really am. Not treat me like what somebody else treated them. Not hurt me because they guarded. And then I became that person. I'm gonna hurt you because I'm guarded. So like I said, now I'm ready. I got the crown on. I took it off my knee. I took it off the shelf and I put it on my head. And once you wear the crown, you are royal forever, because now they know. And everyone around you know you're a queen. They know you're a king. They know. Hmm. Oh, yeah. And you got to get up for work in the morning. You know what, guys? Because when I do this late live, I always forget, we all on different times and we need our rest. We don't just, and some of us, we all have it. Some nights we can't sleep. But when we can, we need it because it makes it better us when we get rest too. I've learned that. I fought insomnia for years, and when I started listening to Terry Lands and could go to sleep, it felt good, and it felt so good that at first when I wouldn't hear, I couldn't go to sleep, but then my body started saying, "I really like that. I really like getting some rest. I like waking up with energy." And then, like I said, because when you loving yourself, you listen to yourself. You said, "Is that what you want?" Just like today, when I went out, my body said, "Not today." And I said, "I hear you, and I'm gonna respect you." And I did what it told me to do. And now y'all got me on here 4 times today going live. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, me, nah, me. Well, I said I'm gonna give y'all an hour, so we got about 3 more minutes chit chatting. I hope everybody had a good day. I didn't. If it wasn't a good day, I hope you had a good moment. If you didn't have a good moment, I hope you had some good food. If you didn't have some good food, I hope you had a good laugh for at least once in a day. I just something. Grab whatever it was. Because every time I came up in here, y'all, I had a good time. So even if I said, oh, the day was just kind of, it was kind of rainy, it was kind of what, I enjoyed my moments up in here with y'all. I enjoyed being in the kingdom. I enjoyed laughing. I enjoyed playing the game. I enjoyed giving love, respect, and a time with y'all about 9/11. I have enjoyed myself today. I really have. I haven't enjoyed the fact that every time I've come on this camera, my eye has decided to act a stank fool. I haven't enjoyed that. But I enjoy the fact that we pushed through it. I enjoy the fact that there is a way to turn the camera off and still be able to talk to you. I enjoyed that part. But other than that, and I know even Susan, you got work in the morning too. I know everybody got to get up. And like I said, I don't know. I think I want to watch something funny tonight. I don't know what. I feel like watching something funny, something I haven't watched in a long time. So I'm going to think of something funny to watch that I haven't watched in a long time. I was almost thinking about watching season 1 of Everybody Hates Chris tonight. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to watch Cobra Kai. No, no, I'm not because I don't want to fall asleep. I'll watch that tomorrow. I'll watch that tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap this thing on up. I want to thank everybody for coming in, showing love, Pajama Jammy Jam style. I want to thank y'all for coming and putting up with me all day today. Break it down. I don't want. Oh, that's my jam by Tevin Campbell. But thanks for coming up in here. Like I said, I keep looking at the camera and trying to look over at that screen and it's smiling. So we're gonna cut this right back off. We're gonna wrap this up with with that off. But yeah, I enjoyed y'all today. I've enjoyed this day. I really have. I really have enjoyed this day. And this is what Pajama Jammy Jam days are supposed to be all about. It's just coming in because you never know what nobody going through, including myself. And this gives us all a good moment with each other, a good laugh, a break, some positivity, just something. Something. So I had fun with y'all today. I really did. I had a blast. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan, for being up in her with me every time we done came up in the Dizor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Much love. Y'all don't forget about my Marianne. Don't let me in Marianne. My Marianne. I looked over at Marianne name and said, don't forget about my Marianne. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about each other. Always. Always when they cross your mind. I don't care if you're just thinking about the chat last night. You thought about the chat and you visioned the chat and you saw the names. Think about those people. Send some love. That don't cost us nothing. That don't cost us nothing, but it'll pay it back to us triple. I promise you it come back. Because when you give out love, it pay you back. When it come back, you feel it. You feel it and you appreciate it. Especially in this cold, dark world we live in. Where y'all already know it could just be some shit every day, all day, any day. So when I can get something good in this cold world, people can still show that they, you know, show humanity, show that they, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, appreciate that. So I love y'all for that. I love everybody for wearing a crown. I love everybody for being a boss. I do. I really do. I really do. I really do. And right now, I only have 2 minds, but when I tell you, I ain't even gonna tell y'all right now, but I already know who next on the list. I love y'all. I really do. I really do. And I mean that. I means that. So thank you. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. And I will see y'all in the morning. Ren Rock will be live in the morning. And after Ren Rock go live, comedian L always go live. I'm one. Well, no, Heidi's at work in the morning, so I don't think she'll be doing a live anymore. So I wonder if Heidi gonna do a coffee live in the morning. I like the morning lives. I like to just sit back and watch. Usually I'm listening to them. I like to sit back and chillax and just listen. I do. I love morning lives. So, but otherwise, I'm gonna come in. So in the afternoon, after everybody does that live in the mornings, I like to listen. I can't be there if I'm here. So yeah. So everybody have a good night. Love you. Go and get some rest. Lay it down. Watch something funny. Listen to some good music before you go to bed. Whatever it is you do, light a candle. Light a candle before it's midnight. I hope everybody, when it was 9:11 p.m., it popped up on my thing. I know y'all saw it. I hope you gave another minute for 9/11. Gave them a moment of silence. Don't, we won't forget about them. We don't forget about them. So, but have a good night, y'all. I love y'all. Good night. Wait, let me see if Nina wants to say good night. Let's see. Hey, Nee. Hey, Nina. Hey, bub. You want to tell everybody good night? You just want to wag your tail at them? You getting some good sleep? All right, y'all. Bub says good night. When his tail wags, that's how he let you know he talking. So he says good night, and I say good night. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bubba, him and his tail, y'all. Let me see if them paws cross. No, they not. No, he just wagging his tail.